How's it going, everybody? Rob here, back with another video playing some more of Death Stranding 2. Sweet. Okay. Might as well do our next orders, I think. Do we have any more stuff? Nope, just the main orders. I mean, either way, we're going to have to cross that. Probably put a bridge or something, or probably a ladder, if anything. See if we can put the ladder up. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see what we can upgrade. Wait, what happens if we look directly into the sun?
Order accepted. Thank you.
Thank you. Kindly.
Ah, damn.
Thanks for the help. Came in handy.
There we go.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for the help.
All right, let's keep moving. Oh, that's cool. Somebody used to put a bridge up.
Anybody out there? Just little old me. Must be their territory.
Ready to launch. Reconnaissance complete. I'm home.
That's actually kind of cool. Okay, here we go.
You a porter? Those brigands, are they all gone? Wow, this is a relief. I was beginning to think I was done for. Give me a moment to confirm the order details. You put on a clinic out there. Well done.
Okay.
We'd already written this off as lost. You've made everyone's day bringing it in. You seem like a porter we can rely on. Go on, use your Cupid to get us online. Quickly now. I'll feel a lot safer once we're all hooked up.
There we go. Peter Gates. All right, awesome. We need that. Alright, silent mover.
Online at long last. This ought to do wonders for our ability to monitor chiralium levels by the plague gate, as well as keep an eye on the tar currents. More accurate data will definitely make travel safer for you and your friends aboard the DHV Magellan too. Ever since the plague gate appeared, we've been seeing increasingly dramatic anomalies all throughout the Australian continent. Some theorise that the UCA's connection to the chiral network destabilised all areas with our coverage. But what's done is done though. Our best bet is to follow suit and connect Australia too. It may also serve you to know that there are 4 environmental observatories, including this one. If you can bring them all onto the network, we're confident we'll be able to calculate where and when the next plague gate will appear. Anyway, you should already have access to the data we designated for you. Now, if we could only manage to get that old road patched up and usable.
What kind of data was provided?
Well, there's our schematic for an MP shell variant grenade. MP shells explode on impact, and are non-lethal munitions that can not only incapacitate humans, but also deal corrosive damage to mechs. And while they're not as effective as blood grenades, they can definitely hurt BTs too. In any case, you might want to keep a few stashed in your grenade pouch at all times. We've also shared data for a grenade pistol. While it's only good for a few shots, this gun lets you fire MP shell grenades as projectiles. Its small profile means it packs easily as cargo and won't get in the way. Naturally, it'll fit snugly into any handgun holster as well. Our last contribution is the battle skeleton. Like other skeletons you may have used, it increases your maximum carrying capacity and movement speed. This particular model also provides additional protection. However, when you boost it to move faster, or whenever you benefit from its damage reduction capabilities, it'll consume battery power, so make sure you have enough to spare. If you find yourself running low while on the road, you'll need to use a generator, or borrow a private room somewhere to recharge. You ought to take one out for a spin.
So there used to be a road?
It once ran through this region. Saw quite a lot of traffic from what I hear. If you scrounged up enough materials to keep the autopaver fed, You could make it just like it was back in the old days. But it's not like we have everything you need just lying around. Restoring roads is a massive undertaking, to put it mildly. Having said all that, east of this facility, you'll find the Smoke Hill mine. Get them operational and processing ores again, and you should have no trouble securing the requisite materials. I've posted a sub-order for this task, so take it on if you're interested.
Alright, I'll go on ahead.
We can't thank you enough, Sam. Before you go, you've been getting a lot of praise for all your hard work. And in recognition of this, it seems you've been officially cleared to take on standard orders. Between the harsh conditions and the violent outlaws, there are fewer and fewer folks willing to serve as porters these days. But there's no shortage of people who need help. So I encourage you to take a look if you're interested. You can review the available requests by bringing up the list via your ring terminal. You'll find a new sub-order too. We need someone to restore the mine. Bet you could benefit from having it operational as well. Anyway, thanks again for going above and beyond. Best wishes and safe travels to you, my friend.
That's some good work, Sam. The DHV Magellan's parked not too far from your position. You'll be able to pick up your next order on the ship. But before that, you should head back to your room and rest up. I imagine you're both pretty tired. You and Omen.
I probably will, but for now...
Well done.
Alright. So, standard orders. If you achieve the highest possible elevation of for a standard order, you will receive one of the following additional evaluations depending on the difficulty setting of your current playthrough. Legendary, Legend of Legends, or Legend of Legends of Legends. Note that you will not receive any additional evaluations when on the story difficulty level. Okay. We're gonna do the sub-order though. So we need to head to the mine. Let's see. Okay.
Order accepted. Thank you. Yeah, sure thing.
Alright, APAS has provided us with a brigade-specific VR training program. I gave it a try while I was checking to make sure it booted up properly. I've got to say, it was no joke. I can't believe you fight against blokes like these, Sam. Top stuff. Okay.
walls for comfort.
Alright, I should be getting there soon. I got enough as is.
I'm Sam!
Alright, we're almost there.
Mine's up and running again. Time to inform the staff at the Western Environmental Observatory. Sam, when we first arrived, you may have seen a sign requesting assistance with road restoration. Since we're here, why don't we mine a little? That way we might obtain the necessary materials to finish the job.
Yeah, that's the way. Not bad. Not bad. Going in.
Take your time.
Alright, let's see.
I will always support you.
Hello! Hello!
Alright, let's keep moving.
Keep it up, Sam.
Before I head back over there,
There we go.
My name's Sam! No way, get me here!
deliver that real quick.
Hey there. Thanks for stopping by. Let me just take a look at our active orders. Time after time you've been there for us. You're a saint. I'd say it's about time I gave you this.
Oh, nice.
We've designated more materials for your use. Don't hold back on our account. your help, we were able to improve the design of the spare ammo container and create a version with a much bigger capacity. That's not an overstatement. It'll let you carry a lot more ammunition. That way, you don't have to bring so many weapons and can rely on just a few favourites. That sounds good to you? Give it a try.
Nice.
Order completed. Well done. Order accepted.
Come back again soon.
Thank you. Kindly.
Tolerably colorful.
Alright, we're almost there.
Credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds.
Access the delivery terminal to process your...
There we go.
out, Sam. Right then. Let's have a look at this order. Did a little restoration, did you? Thanks so much. It's hard not to smile when you receive something that's been handled with such love and care. I have a feeling this data will be of use to you. Take it, please.
Nice.
We're increasing your allocation of materials. Hope it makes your life easier.
Now displaying your current supporter grade.
When operational, the mines can provide us with a steady supply of natural resources. And with raw materials like that at your disposal, you'd have an easier time making deliveries. It's a good reason to restore any other mines you happen to come across further down the road.
Are there other mines?
Oh yeah. North of here are some much bigger mines even. Used to be you could find active mines scattered all throughout the continent. Because of the gold rushes, you know. From what I understand, the rail network was pretty extensive before the Death Stranding, and unmanned trains filled to the brim with precious minerals ran day and night. I should mention that we're actually developing a new system that's something of a successor to the old railways. If you head north, you can see it for yourself.
Alright, see ya.
I've shared data with you for an electric shock absorber you can attach to your backpack. While equipped, it'll reduce the damage you suffer when struck by electrical attacks. Even better, it'll also harness some of the juice to recharge your batteries. Goes without saying, that could come in very handy. Be sure to give it a try sometime.
Order completed. Well done.
Thank you so much.
I guess we should head to the Magellan.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
I don't know about you, but I'm exhausted. Perhaps we could take a break?
Where are we now? Oh, shit.
Are you all right? You were talking in your sleep. Kept repeating the name Amelie.
Sam, Tarman here. I'd like to brief you on this next order of yours. Once you're ready to head out, access the delivery terminal on the DHV Magellan to proceed.
First step to fulfilling our dream. We're hooked up to the network and the contamination's a lot better already. I've got nothing but gratitude for Drawbridge. Wherever will ever be a united... Whether we'll be a united country again, well, that depends on the people. We've taken the first steps. I'm looking forward to seeing more facilities joining the network.
So, the files say you worked with Amelie to connect everyone in the UCA to the chiral network. But that despite your best efforts, an extinction event known as the Last Stranding seemed destined to kill us all. Until Amelie found a way to put a stop to it. She single-handedly sealed off the extinction entity's beach, preventing countless BTs from invading our world, and in doing so, saved humanity. But why am I telling you this? You were there to witness it all with your own 2 eyes. And you, of all people, must know that humanity can never truly escape extinction. The ultimate goal of Drawbridge's mission is to overcome the Death Stranding. If we succeed, we will be fulfilling Amelie's dying wish. At least that's how I see it. You know, it looks as though you've been issued a few different hats, Sam. Why not experiment and switch up your headgear to suit your mood? You can also change the outfit I'm wearing if you like. I shall put my faith in your impeccable sense of fashion. So in order to survey an area, I have to rely on a very special power. My strength of will, you might say. The requisite focus can be rather exhausting, but I'm happy to grin and bear it since it's for your sake. So, if you deem it necessary, feel free to send me airborne as many times as you like. It won't use up any battery or chiral crystals either. All it requires is that I place my absolute faith in you. Which I do, so don't hesitate to ask for help. Out of curiosity, Sam, did you notice that the mirror above your sink displays images of the outside world? These images change as we travel and actually show what's waiting for us outside the DHV Magellan when we disembark. Prolonged living inside an enclosed space can be bad for one's mental health due to the unchanging environment. That's why I asked Tarman to implement this particular feature. A digital photo frame, so to speak. An easy to understand name, don't you think? Though I'm the only one who calls it that. Anyway, it'll give you a preview of our surroundings. That's sure to have some practical benefits. Showers these days are truly impressive, Sam. They really are. They're able to collect all the minute chiral crystals from your wastewater and repurpose them for later use. The ones on board the DHV Magellan are the latest model. You would do well to use them regularly. It's important to remember that defeating BTs isn't the same as eliminating a threat once and for all. These entities are simply being driven back to the world of the dead for the time being. Sam, been a while since you had a proper shower, wouldn't you say? The weapons they were wielding were impressive, and the brigands themselves were a tough, imposing bunch. You know, Sam, you can have me scout ahead if it would make your life easier. Just toss me into the middle of their camp, and I can give you a better picture of what to expect. It's not very sophisticated, but it works. Just promise you won't throw me anywhere weird. When the first APAC expedition came to Australia, the brigands saw them as invaders and rejected their overtures. They were unwilling to embrace the change that the chiral network could bring to their world. While their motives differ, I'm reminded of the Luddite movement and their violent opposition to new technologies. Brigands seem committed to not killing their enemies, at least. If only they had channeled their energies into a constructive dialogue with us.
Alright, let's see. If you always run out of bullets during combat, try attaching an ammo container to your backpack. It'll automatically reload your weapons as soon as they dry out. Always handy when there's a lot of enemies you are to take care of.
Are you all right, Sam? What was that just now? Did something happen?
Doesn't that look similar to the thing on Sam's hand, though?
Sam, about the next site we wanted you to bring online with the Cupid. It seems we have a little problem. The tar currents nearby have grown unstable. Under these conditions, it's unlikely we'll be able to establish a chiral network connection. Our scans have identified a potential cause. An unknown device located within a brigand outpost to the north of West Fort Knot. It's hardly an elegant solution, but we need you to destroy it. When you're ready, take on this main order to proceed. The client in this case is the musician. I can't wait to hear what he has to share with the network. Don't let us down, Sam.
Okay.
Hey Sam, this is Tarman. The disruptor device we need you to disable is located in this area. You should have no trouble whatsoever destroying it using MP bullets or MP shells. Alternatively, consider getting close enough to access the device directly. You can use your ring terminal to have APAS hack into it, allowing you to disable it without resorting to brute force. Be advised though, Sam, that some of the brigands you'll encounter on site will be wearing armor protecting both their heads and bodies, and that every one of these armored units will be wielding a rod. No doubt their aim is to fortify themselves against ranged attacks, allowing them to move in and engage you at close quarters. In light of this development, we've gone ahead and added armored enemies to our VR weapons and combat training programs. This way you can experiment with various methods and find a means of dealing with them that's suited to your personal strengths. That's all the information I have for now. Review your potential routes and finalize your equipment loadout before heading out. We're counting on you, Sam.
Okay.
Commencing route creation.
There we go. There we go. Well, actually, okay.
Good morning to you. Take care, Sam.
Alright. Thanks for taking care of the brigands. Now the observatory can continue its work. We'll keep an eye on the local environment, and we'll try to find out more about the plate gate too. Okay. Let's get to the watchtower.
Might be time for a new pair of shoes.
There we go. Nice. Alright, I think this would be a perfect spot to go ahead and rest for now. Got quite a bit done. Quite a bit done. So far, really enjoying myself. So, I think for now, I'm going to go ahead and end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Truly appreciate it if you guys can. Please leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff. If you guys want to follow us on social media, it's all in the description down below, as well as check out our daily content and the weekly podcast. With that being said, this is Novakast signing off. Have a good one. Take care. And I'll see you guys next video.